Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome to God First Christ Gang Media News. Welcome to God First Christ Gang Media News. I'm your host, Brian Taylor Bridges. Welcome to God First Christ Gang Media News. Y'all come on in for a brief moment. Going in on behalf of Brittany Griner, you all who has been detained in Russia for some a vape cannabis pen. You all, I said it, for a vape cannabis pen, which happened to be the equivalent of a joint, you all, something that the old school people of my age and my generation would absolutely, our parents smoked joints, so forth and so on, coming up, you all. And this young lady has been detained in Russia for 9 years, you all. She was sentenced to 9 years for having a vape pen. My particular reason for coming on was to kind of go in on her behalf and ask the government, the state, or whoever, Joe Biden, the people who are actually lying to the lady, to actually tell the truth, you all. I said it, to actually tell the truth, because Brittany is in a very bad situation, you all. And before I get off into all this brief topic, and on behalf of Brittany, I want to read my copyright disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Title 17, USC, Sections 107. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is permitted by the copyright statute and might otherwise be infringed. Non-profit, educational, and personal use tips to balance in favor of fair use, you all. Tips to balance in favor of fair use. So I don't know if you all are actually aware of it, or maybe this may be your first time actually hearing about Brittany Griner. Anyway, Brittany Griner is a WNBA Olympic gold medalist. Actually, a two-time Olympic gold medalist, and she happened to be playing in the WNBA currently now, and was actually on off season and took a trip. Not a trip, you all, but actually was going to play in the off season in Russia. So she was actually bringing some finances to their economy. I'm pretty sure that she had actually beat Russia a few times on the way to Olympic gold medal for the U.S. You all. I said that she had particularly beat these countries and was going to travel in the off season to make some extra cash, supposedly to make some extra cash for her family, you all. In this particular case, she was caught with a vape pen at the airport, and instead of just telling the people the flat out truth, or just actually telling Brittany the truth that she will actually be in there a long time, unfortunately, you all, because they do have other U.S. citizens that are over in Russia detained, you all, and these people are detained by bad circumstances. They are wrongfully accused of the things that they have done, and it's more than one or two people, you all. But then we have supposedly what the U.S. is saying, and Joe Biden and so many other people are actually saying that they want to do some sort of a prison swap with her, you all. But this is not no tangibles. I said that this is not nothing tangible, because Putin don't care nothing about this particular arms dealer, you all. He was not working directly for Putin or Russia. He was working on his own behalf, you all. He happened to come from Russia and be working on his own behalf, dealing arms and dealing guns, so forth and so on, for his own profit gain, you all. I said it, for his own profit gain. So this was not Putin's business partner or nothing of this type of magnitude, you all. So just to continue on the lies and the lies, as though this is a tangible swap, as though this is a good swap for these people. Now, why not swap him and 100 barrels of oil? I said, now why not swap this particular man and 100 barrels of oil, or something that they possibly can use, like minerals, so forth and so on. Or how about they just absolutely stop funding the war in Ukraine, you all? I said that how about they actually stop funding the war in Ukraine? Is what Russia and Putin had been asking these particular people to do from the beginning, you all, to let them deal with their conflict or whatever the reason they had decided to go to war for, you all, was over land and resources and so many other things. So they actually want UK to actually join Russia, you all, to be one united state, city, or, country, you all, to be one solid country instead of two different countries, you all. Historically, I'm under the impression that UK was already a part of Russia way back then, you all. So this is something that has gone on for generation and generation and was bound to happen, you all. Instead of Joe Biden and his staff actually telling these people the truth or actually giving them something that they can actually use to get these young individuals home, besides like I'm saying, it's just sad for her to be locked up for something so petty as some marijuana, you all. I don't know why she particularly chose to plead guilty anyway, you all, because this is not a drug. Actually, it's medical. She had it for medical reasons, but it's a herb, you all. Weed is a herb, I don't know what the process is to actually get it into a liquid form, but this is what it had. It was actually in a liquid form, and like I said, it couldn't have been more than 2 blunts, you all. Like I said, but this is something that she should not have had in a different country, so forth and so on, you all. But her team, her doctors, and everybody knew here in our country that she was actually taking this particular prescription for pain and dealing with other chronic illnesses that she was doing in her basketball career. So I want to come on and briefly share the news article that I did have with you all concerning her Upheld sentence, you all, because mind you, this is a particular misdemeanor in our country. So this is something that she would not have gotten 30 days for. I said that this is a particular incident that she would have not gotten 30 days for. She would have actually been released that day, or even if an officer is upset with you, they may write you a ticket for you to actually appear in court to deal with a particular situation such as this one, you all. Like I said, it's very, very sad for her to actually be going through this for something so petty to be so severe in this particular country, y'all. But like I said, it goes back to our government and the things that they are actually doing, supporting the fight against Russia. So why would they actually free anybody? Why would they free anybody to come back to the U.S. that's actually fighting against them and everything they trying to accomplish? So instead of telling the people, the public, the truth, instead of him actually telling this lady wife the truth about what is actually going on, he proceeded to lie, go up here and take pictures with her, so forth and so on, you all. And like I said, it's very crazy. But it said Brittney Griner, and this is the news article. Brittney Griner, 9-year prison sentence in Russia upheld. It said trading Russian arms dealer for Griner is a tragic mistake, the U.S. government former U.S. intelligence officer says, you all. And she actually said this with a smile, that is actually a mistake. Trading this man wouldn't actually be a mistake at this particular time, you all, because he do not have the same plug that he had before. I said that he do not have the same plug that he had before. Wherever he was getting these particular arms to bring over here to our country to sell them, he had to be getting them from some kind of manufacturer that's actually in Russia, you all. So I'm pretty sure that this person has been possibly assassinated already. I said the man is probably dead, because he had actually gone against his own country, stealing to, to help America, stealing to actually profit themselves in a fight in America, you all. Like I said, this is one insane topic. They said the Russian court rejected Brittany Griner appeal of her 9-year sentence for drug possession on Tuesday. The court ruled to upheld the sentence and handed down the WNBA star. However, in the ruling, the court stated that the time that Griner will have served in prison will recalculate her time to a pretrial detention taken into account, you all. So this is actually nothing, you all. They is actually going to credit her what we call good time. And this is one thing that they also do here in America. They give you credit for the time that you had already served, or the time that you are actually in jail while you are actually waiting for your court date or your court trial. So they actually give you all this time credit. And being that you are in the county, she would be considered to be in a county jail, they would actually give you a day and a half credited towards your time. And this is something that they also do here in the United States or in Texas throughout. They actually give you a day and a half for your time. And sometimes if you actually work, you all, because there are jobs that you can actually take while you're on confinement. You can be some form of a trustee of this magnitude, and these are people that actually go around and clean up, you all. They clean up and do different janitorial duties, and they have all kind of other different type of jobs that you can possibly take on while you are incarcerated, you all. In these particular things they call a trustee. Here in America, we are called trustees, and this is actually what free people are today. I said that this is actually what free people here are today, you all. This place is just one big jailhouse and working facility, you all, here in this particular country. It said, however, in the ruling, it said 1 day in the pretrial detention will be counted as a day and a half. It said days in prison, which means Griner will serve around 8 years, you all. And it said, unless the U.S. and Russia come to an agreement for a potential prison swap, you all, in the future. Unless, like I said, she would get a day and a half, so she would actually do 8 years instead of the 9 and a half that they had actually given her for a misdemeanor crime, you all. Like I said, I don't understand this because they are actually charging her as though it's some sort of a felony. Now, I don't know, I guess a crime is a crime in Russia. Maybe they don't have misdemeanor crimes in Russia, but this is some of the things that, people need to be aware of when they go into these different places for possible jobs or just possible fun or just possibly to actually take a vacation. These people actually want to get away, and this is one of the places to consider not going if you are a native Black American. I said that if you are a native Black American, this is one of the places that you need to second guess about going over there if you're going over there. I was seeing the little boy, the one with the little paint all over him, the little youngster, the Kachi 6'9" is what they call him. He had paint yellow, blue, green, and all this old kind of stuff one of them little red boys. But anyway, with the little hair and everything, they went over there to rap. And I don't know if he actually went to see the girl or not, but, he made some very vulgar statements on her behalf, you all. Like I said, this is a thing that she had not taken into consideration at all. No way, shape, or form, or fashion, because she had been trained to be a star. She had been trained to go over there and particularly take care of business and come back home, you all. This is something that she done. This wasn't her first time taking this trip, you all. So that's why I'm more than aware or more than sure that this was a setup, you all. I said it was actually a setup, and they are holding this woman as though she is some kind of trophy or some particular ornament on a Christmas tree. I said it like she is some kind of trophy or ornament that they can just hang on the wall and pull down and put up and put down whenever they get a chance or feel the urge or the need to, you all. Like I said, and I don't know if they actually want to hold her to after the next Olympics, because maybe they actually feel like they have the opportunity to win. When with the way technology is actually going on about today, you all, I'm pretty sure they have a lot of this Brittany's DNA. I said they might be trying to clone a young Brittany down there. Ain't no telling what's going on with these particular people do, you all, behind closed doors. Like I said, we don't know if they actually down there trying to clone her or what they trying to do. But I know she is not going to be the same person by far, you all. She is not going to be the same person. It said National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan released a statement after the sentence was upheld. It said, we are aware of the news of the rushing that Brittany Griner will continue to wrongfully be detained under the intolerable circumstances after having to undergo another sham judicial proceeding today, you all. President Biden has very clearly has been very clear that Brittany should be released immediately. Like I said, he is not clear talking about one, we're going to give you one prison. I mean, they might got 10 Russians down here. Why not give them all 10 for the 2? Why not give them 10 prisoners and $1 million or something they might like, or give them an airplane or something. Give them a few guns back, It's some guns we make over here. Give him some guns back and 100 barrels of oil, because all I'm hearing is one, you want to swap one prisoner for 2 people, it seemed like, I didn't see that they was trying to give away 2 prisoners for 2 prisoners. Our country is actually offering 1 prisoner for 2 people. What kind of mess is that? I mean, there's nothing that's equal about that. 1 plus 1 is 2. But 1 plus 2 is, that's coming out to be 3, you all. And like I said, this will still be an uneven swap. I mean, why would I give you 2 inmates for 1 inmate? I mean, this don't absolutely make no sense, you all. And like I said, it's flat out crazy that he would actually think that we're going to give y'all some kind of arms dealer, like he is going to actually do something for Putin, like he is going to actually do something for Russia, you all, because had he actually been out there trying to do something for Russia, he wouldn't have been caught over here doing what he was doing, trying to make under the table deals. I said the man was making under the table deals. So why would anybody trade anybody for something like that? I mean, why would I want him back? I mean, what good is he gonna do? He can't even work and prove on army. I mean, I don't think they would actually hire this man on the police force to be a regular police officer or to be a CO. I don't think he would be a CO working in a prison in Russia, let alone to get some kind of arms dealer job back. I mean, this is, like I say, a stupid smoke screen of a offer, just a regular offer, you all. It has no substance, it has no value to it, or nothing, like I said, and then as a country, we still are continuing to arm Ukraine. They are still actually arming Ukraine to fight against Russia. So why not, like I said, actually tell the people the truth on actually what's really going on with Brittany, you all, because here we see this is a bunch of hogwash. I said it's a bunch of hogwash. It said in recent weeks, the Biden and Harris administration has continued to engage with Russia through every available channel to make efforts to bring Brittany home, as well as advocate for an American detained in Russia, you all. Like I said, so they calling on all the phone lines. They calling on extension 1, extension 21, 24, extension 17, extension 13, and extension 11, and extension 3, if you want to say that. And these people are not answering the phone. If they answer and they talking about this Joe Biden them on the other end, them people hanging up. Man, them people don't want to talk to nobody over here about nothing, because we ain't talking about nothing to actually offer these people. Like I said, maybe he should offer to stop funding a war that we have nothing to do with. Maybe he should stop making America pay for the things that we are actually paying for through our tax pockets and people, and creating more homelessness actually on the streets of America. I said it's actually creating more homelessness, actually putting the country in a bind, financial bind, trying to take care of somebody else. And this is another thing that has always gotten America in trouble. We are about 4 sneezes away. I said about 4 sneezes away from a world war. I said about 4 sneezes away from a world war, because ain't no telling what this man have on his mind. It said the president has demonstrated that he is willing to go to extraordinary lengths to make the decision to bring Americans home. Like, what kind of extraordinary decision would that be? What he gonna send the hit squad in there? What the Navy SEALs going in there? Or how about sending them dudes that actually went over there to get Obama? Not Obama, Bin Laden them, and some of these Asians. Why not send them over there and just go and bust them out of jail if they was, big and bad? If we was just such a great, if it was extraordinary, then send one of them crews in there to get the girl and bring her on home. If that's the case, if you want to go the extraordinary measure, that would be an extraordinary measure to me, you all. It says the administration remains in regular touch with the representative of the families, and we continue to admire the courage that the families is facing on these unimaginable circumstances, which is nothing. It said Griner was arrested at the Sheremetyevo airport, you all, in Moscow, and that's a Russian name, excuse my pronunciation, on February 17th, after Russian authorities said she had been captured with cartridge vape with cannabis oil inside the luggage, you all. On August 4th, Griner was given a 9-year sentence after pleading guilty, arguing that she had been prescribed the cannabis for pain and inadvertently packed it, you all. So like I said, she had said that she had packed this particular thing by mistake. But as she said, she bought it intentionally because I needed it. This is something that these people should have absolutely understood, you all. Why not they could have made it for medical purposes? Why not she couldn't have paid a fine and actually came home, like give him $1 million? Or something of this nature. There's I don't know why she would actually trust them to say I'm guilty of drug smuggling, and I'm not a drug smuggler. She did not make one lick, and I mean a lick by, she did not make one sale. She was not down there selling Calipazole. She wasn't no Calipazole pusher. She wasn't transporting this to make some kind of delivery or something, or this magnitude, you all. Like I said, this is why this is also insane, you all. And instead of Joe Biden and his staff members actually being honest with Brittany first, and then the people, her family, condolences to the family. For the things that you all have to endure, because I'm pretty sure that y'all need Brittany. I'm pretty sure that y'all definitely need her, you all. But like I said, man, this is just sad and crazy to see, because like I said, then there are actually a lot of people here in our own country that's still locked up behind marijuana. Behind having so much marijuana, they have actually gotten free labor of something that God has created that actually grows out the ground. They have actually charged people for this, locked them up, and got free slave prison labor behind something as petty as some marijuana, you all. And now, years and years later, they finding that this actual herb can actually cure people. I said it, that it's a herb and it can actually cure people. It actually helps in so many other things and so many other medical uses that it actually is used for, you all. Like I said, so this is my coming back out to reiterate, rehash the free Brittany Griner, you all. I didn't want to stay on here too long, so again, free Brittany Griner. The truth is better than a lie. Our first crack game. Peace. What's up, Carl, bro? Already, man, just finished one. I got a few more. I'm gonna come on here and get on with you today, bro. Happy Wednesday. God bless, bro. Hope your day going well. See you in a minute. Peace. Thank you. Thank you, bro.